Marvel Studios has confirmed that the X-Men are coming. We have now entered the part of the Multiverse Saga where the X-Men are about to be a huge part of the MCU moving forward. And right now, Marvel Studios is very aware that we know the X-Men are coming, and now they are starting to tease them. And some of you may have seen this, but in the latest promo that they gave us for the Marvels, they actually teased this. Check it out.
Captain Marvel.
There's a different reality leading into ours.
They're here. The Marvels. Get tickets now.
So did you catch that little X-Men tease there? First of all, Monica Rambeau says that there are different realities bleeding into theirs, which is obviously about incursions. An incursion is happening in the Marvels. This is confirmed. But if you notice the words on the screen, it says, "Be there for what comes next." And when the words "come next" start to disappear from the screen, when they start to fade away, the X in next stays highlighted, teasing us of what exactly is going to come next in the MCU. Plus, in the actual film for the Marvels, we are going to see an X-Men cameo. This has now been confirmed by Marvel themselves with this trailer. And the best part is, we pretty much know what the trajectory of the mutants in the MCU is going to be like up until Secret Wars and then after. We've gotten a lot of info about the Marvels, about the Thunderbolts, Deadpool 3, Secret Wars, and even Captain America Brave New World could possibly hint at the Weapon X program being developed. So if you are ready for the Mutant and X-Men saga to begin, Marvel Studios has just teased that it has begun. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to The Cosmic Wonder, where we talk all things Marvel and MCU. I'm your host, Warren Thompson, and today we'll break down what exactly is going to happen with the X-Men in the MCU moving forward in the Multiverse Saga and then after. Quick reminder, we did start a new monthly giveaway for the month of November. For a chance to win a PS5, an Xbox Series X, some Marvel Legends items, or some DC items, all you have to do is subscribe and leave a comment on each of our videos. We pick a random winner at the end of each month, and the winner gets to choose one item. And big congratulations to last month's winner, this YouTube user at user-mx, plus a lot of other numbers and letters. We've already been in contact, so congrats to John Pipia Jr. for being the winner for the month of October. So the big X tease is very appropriate for the Marvels. There is going to be an X-Men cameo in the Marvels post-credit scene. That was a recent report going around, and it seems like Marvel Studios just confirmed this themselves. Plus, not to mention, they did confirm Kamala Khan to be a mutant in Miss Marvel. And when they confirmed this mutation that she has, the X-Men theme even played in the background. So it looks like this might be further explored, a little bit at least, in the Marvels. Now, as far as the post-credit scene is concerned, Monica actually kind of talked about it in this promo when she said a reality was bleeding into theirs. That's an incursion, and we know that at the end of the movie, they're going to be dealing with an incursion. And from what we understand and believe, a character is going to end up in another universe, and an X-Men is going to greet them. This is going to be the tie between the Fox universe and the main MCU, and this is going to lead us directly into Deadpool 3. So the post-credit scene for the Marvels is the first step in Marvel Studios bringing us the old Fox X-Men legacy characters into the MCU. That's just going to be a little bit of a tease, but we get the full thing in Deadpool 3. If you've been keeping up with the news, you know a lot of old Fox X-Men characters are going to be returning for Deadpool 3. Deadpool 3, from what we understand right now, is basically what we hoped Multiverse of Madness is going to be. It sounds like both Deadpool himself and the TVA are going to be going to a bunch of different universes where we are going to see a lot of different variants of a lot of different characters. And I'm sure there'll be some really cool surprises and cameos thrown in, but for the most part, we know we are going to be seeing a lot of the old Fox X-Men characters. And director Sean Levy even confirmed this. He said they're not going to ignore the legacy of Fox, of that X-Men universe that Fox created. Plus, you have actors like Patrick Stewart, who after Multiverse of Madness came in and said, yes, you know what, me and Ian McKellen, we're not done yet. We're going to reprise our roles. So he pretty much spoiled that a little bit ago. So Deadpool 3 is when Marvel Studios is just going to go full out in bringing all of these old Fox characters to the MCU, putting them in one place via the TVA with our regular MCU characters and other variants. From what we understand, they're going to build a pretty big multiversal army consisting of a lot of different heroes, and then that will lead into Secret Wars, which is the final part of Kevin Feige's plan to honor the old Fox X-Men characters and then bring in the next part of the new Mutant X-Men characters, which has already begun in the MCU, as we mentioned, with Kamala Khan, and, as they called him in the movie, Namor. So, what is Marvel Studios' plan to bring in new X-Men characters to the MCU before Avengers Secret Wars ends? We'll talk about that in just a bit, but first, a big thank you to Fume for sponsoring this video. Fume is a game changer for a lot of people in turning bad habits into good habits. A lot of people struggle with these bad habits, but Fume looks at these in a different way. Not everything in the habit is wrong. So instead of a drastic, uncomfortable change, why not just remove the bad from your habit? And that's exactly what Fume does. They're innovative and they're award-winning and they're a flavored air device. That's all it is. It's flavored air. So it has none of the bad things and the bad habit in it. Instead of vapor, it uses flavored air. Instead of electronics, Fume is completely natural. And instead of harmful chemicals, Fume uses delicious flavors. I had actually heard really great things about Fume from my friends who were struggling with some bad habits. They actually raved about it and how it helped them, which is why I agreed to partner with them. And they sent me some samples and they honestly are super refreshing and taste very flavorful and good. And it comes in beautiful real wood, and it's honestly really fun to just sit there and kind of fidget with if you're someone who likes to fidget like I do. And I know stopping is something we all put off because it's hard, but with Fume, it's easy, and they have served over 150,000 customers and have thousands of success stories. And that could be you if you pick up a journey pack today. Head over to tryfume.com and use code COSMIC to save 10% off when you get the journey pack today. That's tryfum.com and use code COSMIC to save an additional 10% off your order today. Now, obviously, with the tease of X-Men coming in the Marvels, they don't just mean the Fox X-Men characters, although, don't get me wrong, that is indeed one of the things that they do mean. A Fox X-Men character is showing up in the post-credit, but, like I said, Kamala Khan is also a mutant. They confirmed this. And they are indeed going to continue to introduce new mutant-type characters in the MCU up until Secret Wars. This is going to start to be severely hinted at with the Thunderbolts, and some of you may know why. In the Thunderbolts movie, we know that they're going to go to what is now going to be called Tiamat Island. In the movie The Eternals, the celestial Tiamat got turned into stone, and now it resides in the ocean with some of it sticking out. This is Tiamat Island, and apparently what it's made of is adamantium, and of course many of us know that metal to be what Wolverine's claws and the rest of the metal that he has in his body is made out of. And this is our first step of teasing our new Wolverine in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This right now is confirmed to be happening in the Thunderbolts. One thing that is not yet confirmed to be happening before this could be in Captain America Brave New World, where Thunderbolt Ross could be trying to essentially create a Weapon X program. This is why the conflict comes in the first place in Captain America Brave New World. Thunderbolt Ross is still experimenting with super soldier serum. He's still trying to create super soldiers because he wants what he's always wanted. He wants to be able to control the superhero team. That is what the Sokovia Accords were really about. Now, we've learned that the Sokovia Accords are no longer in effect. However, I'm sure Thunderbolt Ross does not like that. And if he had his way, they would still be in effect. Because again, he wants to control them. But I think after Brave New World, he's going to realize that he's never going to truly be able to control an Avengers team. So he'll probably try to create his own. Enter the Weapon X/Super Soldier program. Him trying to genetically create superheroes that he could control so that they could do his bidding, his dirty work. If this does indeed happen, this will be our first tease towards Weapon X and Wolverine in the MCU. The new Wolverine, that is. But if not, we'll get our tease in the Thunderbolts. And then, of course, everything will build up to Avengers Secret Wars, where we are going to see both Fox X-Men, but also new X-Men that we have not seen before. New X-Men played by actors we have never seen. So it'll be a combination of the old X-Men plus new X-Men. But then after Secret Wars, we know that essentially Marvel Studios is doing a soft reboot. And then moving forward, from what we've been told, there will be no more old Fox X-Men legacy characters, but just the new mutants moving forward. And that is primarily what the new saga is going to be about. Even the Avengers are kind of going to take a little bit of a backseat, while the X-Men and the Fantastic Four take the spotlight. So moving forward with the X-Men in the MCU, it is primarily going to be about these old Fox X-Men characters. However, Marvel Studios is also going to start teasing the new X-Men. This is a part of their plan because they know that some people are kind of bored with Marvel right now. In fact, the whole reason that they changed the post-credit scene for the Marvels is so people go and see it, so they get excited, because right now the numbers for the Marvels are not looking really good. So they are enticing people now with an X-Men tease, which honestly is very enticing. We all want to go see it now because of this X-Men cameo. But it's primarily going to be about the old X-Men, and the Multiverse Saga will say goodbye to them properly. It'll be Kevin Feige's farewell to them, and then we'll start off in the new saga, which we believe is going to be the Mutant Saga, with all of these new X-Men characters. Hopefully they'll be built up like the Avengers were, and then we'll get a full X-Men movie, but we'll have to wait and see on that. In the meantime, let us know what you think about Marvel Studios' plan for the X-Men in the comments down below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to stay up to date on all the latest news. You can find us on Instagram and Twitter as well, and as always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.